Hello everyone, in the current session we will be discussing about anti-cancer drugs part 3. Here we will be focusing on the classification of antimetabolites, mechanism of action and their adverse effects. So first of all, what are antimetabolites? Antimetabolites are the analogues related to normal components of DNA or coenzymes. They interfere with the DNA and RNA synthesis by acting as false metabolites, hence the name antimetabolites. They interfere with the DNA and RNA synthesis by acting as false metabolites. And they competitively inhibit the utilization of normal substrate and they themselves get incorporated into the DNA strand, thereby inhibiting their synthesis. The antimetabolites are broadly categorized into three types. First one is folate antagonist, the second one is pyrimidine antagonist, and finally purine antagonist. Coming to folate antagonists, the folates are essential for the synthesis of purine nucleotides and thymidylate, which in turn are essential for the DNA synthesis and cell division. Folates are essential for the synthesis of purine nucleotides and thymidylate, which are in turn essential for the synthesis of DNA and cell division. Usually folates are taken up by the cells. In the cells they are converted to polyglutamates. And the main action of folate antagonists is to interfere with the thymidylate synthesis. This is the important point. The main action of folate antagonists is to interfere with thymidylate synthesis. In order to act as coenzymes, the folates must be reduced to tetrahydrofolate. And this is a two-step reaction catalyzed by dihydrofolate reductase enzyme, DHFR, dihydrofolate reductase enzyme. And this tetrahydrofolate, it functions as a cofactor carrying the methyl groups which are essential for the conversion of DUMP to DTMP. That is nothing but deoxyuridine monophosphate to deoxythymidine monophosphate. So this is the overall pictorial representation of how folates act or metabolites of folates act. First of all, the folates, they must be converted to tetrahydrofolate. And as we have discussed earlier, it is a two-step reaction catalyzed by dihydrofolate reductase. First of all, dihydrofolate reductase acts on folates and folates are reduced to dihydrofolate, FH2. And after this, similarly, dihydrofolate reductase, it acts on FH2 and FH2 is reduced to tetrahydrofolate. And this tetrahydrofolate is essential for the conversion of 2-oxyuridylate. That is nothing but deoxyuridine monophosphate to deoxythymidine monophosphate. And after this helps in the conversion of DUMP to DTMP, and after the conversion of DUMP to DTMP, this tetrahydrofolate is converted back to dihydrofolate. So this is a cyclic process. And this DTMP is required for the synthesis of DNA and purines. And folate antagonists, they mainly act on the synthesis of thymidylate, interfering the synthesis of DTMP and thereby interfering the synthesis of DNA and purines. Coming to the drugs, methotrexate. Methotrexate, it has a higher affinity for dihydrofolate reductase enzyme than the dihydrofolate itself. So this methotrexate, it reacts with dihydrofolate reductase and thus results in the inhibition of enzyme leading to the depletion of 5H4 levels, that is tetrahydrofolate levels. And the levels of tetrahydrofolate in turn affect the formation of DTMP. And finally, the DNA and purine synthesis are affected. Coming to the characteristics of methotrexate, it is low lipid soluble and does not cross blood-brain barrier. It is actively taken up by folate transport system. It is metabolized to polyglutamates which are retained in the cells even for weeks and some months also. And there are chances of developing resistance. Coming to the routes of administration, it is given orally, intramuscularly, intravenously and intrathecally. The other uses of methotrexate are, it is used as immunosuppressant to treat rheumatoid arthritis. Coming to the unwanted effects, depression of bone marrow, damage to GI epithelium and pneumonitis can occur. One more important point is high doses as much as 10 times that of a standard dose are required in the case of methotrexate resistance. And this can result in nephrotoxicity due to the precipitation of drug or metabolite in renal tubules. So high dose regimens should be given with folinic acid, which is a form of 5-HT4. Coming to the summary of folate antagonists, methotrexate, it inhibits the dihydrofolate reductase, inhibits thymidine synthase, and it is cell cycle specific and kills cells in S phase. Raltitrex, it inhibits thymidylase synthase, and the other drug is pemetrexate. It inhibits thymidylase transferase. These two are important points. Coming to the next category, pyrimidine antagonists or pyrimidine antagonists. Examples are fluorouracil, capecitabine and citarabine and gemcitabine, Tigafur. These are some of the clinically useful pyrimidine antagonists which will be further discussed. And fluorouracil, it is analog of uracil. It interferes with the synthesis of DTMP, deoxythymidine monophosphate. The fluorouracil is converted to fraudulent nucleotide fluorodeoxyuridine monophosphate FDUMP, and this FDUMP interferes or interacts with thymidylase synthase. But this cannot be converted to DTMP and this results in the inhibition of DNA synthesis. The next drug is citarabine. It is chemically cytosine arabinoside. It is an analog of naturally occurring nucleoside 2-deoxycytidine. Citarabine enters the target cells and undergoes phosphorylation reactions. This results in the formation of cytosine arabinoside triphosphate. And this cytosine arabinoside triphosphate inhibits the DNA polymerase enzyme. So thereby citarabine acts by inhibiting the DNA polymerase enzyme, thereby DNA synthesis. Coming to the summary of pyrimidine antagonists or analogs. First one is fluorouracil. It is given parentery. Mechanism of action is it interferes with the DTMP synthesis. The uses are it is used for solid malignancies. The unwanted effects are GI disturbance, myelotoxicity, cerebral disturbance may occur and peripheral neuropathy can also occur. The other drug is capecitabine. It is a prodrug. It is metabolized to fluorouracil. It is used with oxaliplatin for metastatic colorectal cancer and with docetaxel in the second line treatment of metastatic breast cancer. Unwanted effects are hand-foot syndrome, diarrhea, bone marrow depression and mucositis. And doxyfluoridine. It is also a prodrug. The uses are it is used for gastrointestinal cancer, metastatic to liver, hepatic and breast carcinomas. Unwanted effects are bone marrow depression, neuritis, diarrhea and inflammation of stomach or stomatitis. The other drug is citarabine. The mechanism of action is it inhibits DNA polymerase. It is cell cycle specific and acts during the S phase. Uses are it is used to treat acute and chronic myelogenous leukemias, acute lymphoblastic leukemias, non-Hodgkin's lymphomas, and not in solid tumors. It is not used in case of solid tumors. The unwanted effects are nausea and vomiting, bone marrow depression, leukopenia, thrombocytopenia, and gastrointestinal disturbances. The other drug is gemcitabine. It is an analog of cytarabine. It affects the multiple phases of cell cycle, causing DNA strand termination and interferes with DNA repair. The uses are, it is used for metastatic carcinoma of pancreas, non-small cell lung cancer, ovarian and bladder carcinomas. The unwanted effects are influenza-like syndrome and mild myelotoxicity. And finally, purine antagonists. The purine antagonists function by inhibiting the DNA synthesis in two different ways. They inhibit the production of purine containing nucleotides, adenine and guanine, and if the cell does not have sufficient amount of purines, DNA synthesis is halted and the cell cannot divide. And these purine antagonists, they may be incorporated into DNA molecules during the DNA synthesis. And the presence of the inhibitor is thought to interfere with further cell division. Coming to the drugs, the first drug is mercaptopurine. These drugs, they inhibit the conversion of inosine monophosphate to adenine and guanine nucleotides, which are essential for DNA and RNA synthesis. The 6-mercaptopurine is converted to nucleotide analog 6-mercaptopurine ribose phosphate. Mercaptopurine is converted to TIMP, thioinosine monophosphate, and this thioinosine monophosphate inhibits the first step of de novo purine synthesis. Thioinosine monophosphate is converted to thioguanine monophosphate, and phosphorylation of this TGMP occurs, resulting in the formation of thioguanine di and triphosphate, and these are incorporated into RNA, thereby halting the synthesis of RNA. The next drug is 6-thioguanine. Intracellular conversion of 6-thioguanine occurs in the presence of enzyme HGPRT, which is nothing but hypoxanthine guanine phosphoriboside transferase. 6-thioguanine is converted to TGMP, thioguanine monophosphate, and this thioguanine monophosphate is converted to thioguanosine di and triphosphates, and thus finally it inhibits the purine synthesis. Coming to the uses of both drugs, they are used to treat acute leukemia and chronic carcinoma. Adverse effects are bone marrow depression, nausea and vomiting, even diarrhea, reversible jaundice, and hyperuricemia. Coming to the summary of purine antagonists, the drug is azathioprine. It is more immunosuppressant action. It has more immunosuppressant action. The mechanism of action is it is converted to 6-mercaptopurine, inhibits the nucleic acid synthesis. The uses are it is used for autoimmune diseases and organ transplants. Unwanted effects are bone marrow depression. The next drug is fludarabine. It is metabolized to triphosphate, inhibits the DNA polymerase and ribonucleotide reductase. It interferes with DNA repair and gets incorporated, and finally it forms dysfunctional DNA. Fludarabine, it gets incorporated into DNA, it interferes with the DNA repair and gets incorporated into DNA and forms dysfunctional DNA. The uses are chronic lymphocytic leukemia, non-Hodgkin's lymphoma, and cutaneous T-cell lymphoma. The unwanted effects of fludarabine are myelosuppression, chills, fever, and vomiting. Other drugs are cladribine. It is phosphorylated by deoxycytidine kinase. It is also incorporated into DNA, increases the strand breakup and inhibits the repair mechanism. That is the mechanism of action of cladribine. Uses are hairy cell leukemia, B cell chronic lymphocytic leukemia. Unwanted effects are myelosuppression. The next drug is pentostatin. Don't get confused with the name. The drug is pentostatin. It inhibits irreversibly, it binds irreversibly to adenosine deaminase, which transfers the adenosine to inosine, thus interferes the purine metabolism. Uses are hairy cell leukemia and T cell lymphoma. Unwanted effects are immunosuppression, T cell mediated immunity especially, and myelosuppression, kidney function impairment, CNS toxicity and liver toxicity. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe for further videos on pharmacology.